Hey guys, finally I'm getting to part 4 of my punk rock vinyl collection. I recorded part 3 like roughly a year ago, so I'm sorry about that. It's just personal stuff always happens. I got a new vinyl turntable set up, I got some new speakers and stuff, a new sound system. I'll show it to you when I would show you an updated version of my How to Clean Vinyl video, because I watched my previous one, it's terrible. So, and I'm not really editing stuff anymore, so it's gonna be a bit more raw. But part 4, finally. Some of these records I haven't played yet. Some of these I've played, so there's only probably like 2-3 records I haven't played yet. So let me show you the post-punk stuff I actually haven't shown you before. This is an original pressing of the Pretenders extended play. It took me forever to find this. I got this for $1. Huge Pretenders fan, love this band. It doesn't have the original sleeve, it has this wax sleeve. What was $1? I couldn't complain. It's a really good EP. If you really like the Pretenders, check this out actually. It's a really cool little thing that was never really talked about. I mean, like this came out after the first album and before Pretenders 2. Definitely really like this this EP. It's really good. Definitely check it out. It's worth owning if you like post-punk music, even though technically Pretenders is not really punky, but Chrissie Hynds' guitar style's punk. Just the original lead guitar player, I forgot his name. He wasn't really a punk player, he was more into ABBA and all that stuff. I haven't played this yet, but I took this from my dad's stash. It's Learning to Crawl by the Pretenders. I'm going to play this pretty soon, actually, at some point. So, yeah, it's custom label and Sire Records and a Warner Brothers sleeve. It's in really nice shape. It's just I haven't played this yet, so I have no opinion on it. So, and plus I don't want to make these videos too long because knowing me, I like to fucking talk a lot. So in the background, I'm playing a Clash album. I'll show it to you when we get to the British punk stuff. And then we got a Dillinger 4 album. Midwestern Songs of the Americans. I actually just got this recently. My cousin bought this for me, along with some other stuff I'll show you in other collection videos and all that stuff, you know what I mean. Has the original inner sleeve. There is an MP3 download card, but I can't use it unfortunately, but I'm still not going to show it off. But this is a reissue. It's a little warped, but it looks fine. You know, like it was brand new, so I got this at Square Records in Akron, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, so definitely, they're a really good band. It's just don't play them a lot. I don't know why. I should play them more. So I have 2 albums by them. So that's the post-punk and like some more 90s punk stuff, you know. Give me 1 second here. I'm trying to get these back in here. Shit. Awkward sheets, man. There we go. Put that in there. And before I put back in its original spot. Alright, we're gonna finish off the 90s punk rock stuff, and then we're gonna get into the British stuff. So first stack, we got some Rancid records here, the self-titled debut album. This is my favorite Rancid album. This is when they were a 3-piece. It sounds like Operation Ivy, that's why I really like this album more than most of the other Rancid albums. This is the Epitaph Red vinyl reissue. I showed this a long time ago, you guys probably remember it if you watched my videos. It's on red vinyl. I love this album. I love Adina, Hyena, Detroit. Just really like this record. I have it on CD, so I always blast this on my fucking car a lot. People look like think I'm crazy because I'm blasting this on the car radio. But great album. If you don't like Rancid's like stuff that was a bit more mainstream, play the first album. I highly recommend playing the first album. You guys will like it. Trust me on this. Right? Right. This is their most popular release, and Out Come the Wolves. It still has the shrink wrap on it. This is a reissue, 20th anniversary reissue. Took me forever to find this album, mainly due to the fact that I bought it on Books A Million. They never sent me the right record, So I had to buy this on Amazon when it, has the poster with it, a download card, and the lyrics sleeve, and it's on colored vinyl. It's on brown marble, gold vinyl, marble vinyl, whatever you fucking call it. But it's a good album. I think this is their most overrated release, but I still think this is a classic. I mean, like, you can't go wrong with Outcome of the Wolves, Maxwell's Murder, and Roots Radical, Time Bomb. It's a classic. It's just, I prefer the first album, mainly because the first album was a bit more stripped down. Nothing wrong with this album, just prefer the first album. I don't have the EPs that came out or Let's Go yet. I'll find them eventually. I like this album though. This is Rancid's third self-titled album. There's 3 self-titled Rancid releases: the EP, the first album, and Rancid 5, the Crossbone album. This is a bit more hardcore skate punk. I really like this release. This is the first album they put out on Hellcat Records, their own label. It's on white vinyl. Really cool release. Really nice copy. Definitely really like this album. Can't pick a song off this. It's just a really good album. Ah, shit. I forgot the sleeve is ripped off. I hate these sleeves. I need to buy new ones. I don't really care about the ones I buy. I'll buy a different brand at a later date. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this closer to me because it's not too long. Now we got some Bad Religion. I'm a huge Bad Religion fan. We got How Could Hell Get Any Worse? This is the first album. This is when they were a hardcore punk band. It's pretty good. It's not my favorite, but it's good. Has the lyric sleeve. This is when they were a different band. This is actually the last album I bought at Hot Topic. So it's on some awesome gray splattered vinyl. Love this copy of the album. It's a different kind of album, you know. But it's still good. I really like this release by the band. I don't have the self-titled EP that came out before this or the other EP, and I'm definitely not getting that second album. That doesn't exist. This is my favorite Bad Religion album. This is a great album. Suffer. Just love this album. I almost said Surfer because NoFX make fun of this album cover. Love this album. You're the Government, 1,000 More Fools, How Much Is It Enough? Title track. Just really good album, very melodic. I love the harmonies on this album. They changed their sound, man, and this is pretty much their best album release. And this is the first Bad Religion album I actually bought on vinyl. It's on clear green vinyl. Really cool. Nice copy. Got this at Hot Topic when they used to sell vinyl. They don't anymore, but I used to dig into the punk rock stuff that they had. I found a lot of cool 90s releases. Again, this sleeve is beat up. Shit. And then we got Recipe for Hate. Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam played on this. Yeah. There's some good stuff on here. The title track, Kerosene, American Jesus. There's some good songs on here. It's not as good as their last albums, but it's good. I'm missing Against the Grain. Very hard to find. I'll find it eventually. It's just I don't have it. It's on brown marble, brown vinyl, clear brown, like shit brown vinyl. But it's a good album. Just not my favorite VR album, but I still enjoyed this one actually. It used to be my favorite, but not anymore. This is their most popular, Stranger Than Fiction. Everyone's probably heard this. It has the mediocre version of 21st Century Digital Boy, which I don't like the version on this album, prefer the original. Inner Logic's a great song. Incomplete's great. Infected, Television, just great. It's a great album. This is the album that made them really pretty popular. This is the Epitaph release, not the Atlantic release. It's on some greenish vinyl. It's not blue. It looks baby blue, but it's kind of like a teal blue color. But on the camera, it looks navy blue. A great album. Definitely highly recommend picking this one up. It's a classic Bad Religion album. This is the first album I actually heard by the band. It took me a while to like the music, but Really like the band, so. This is the last Bad Religion album I have right here. We got Bad Religion, The New America. This is a later Bad Religion album. It's not as good as the classic period, but it's still good. It has the guitar player from Minor Threat and Dag Nasty. I can't remember his name on top of my head. I look at the lyrics. Produced by Todd Rundgren produced this. Oh crap! I didn't even know he produced this record. It's on some orangish vinyl. I like these Epitaph releases. This was an Atlantic release as well, but good luck trying to find that one. That's probably going up for some money, but these I like these Epitaph colored records. They're really, really nice. They sound good in my opinion. But yeah, The New America, Bad Religion. Now we're gonna go into NoFX. I'm missing a lot of key NoFX albums on vinyl, like Rib, the first album. I'm missing a lot of stuff, but this is what I have by the band on 12-inch. I showed this off in my punk rock vinyl collection. Oh god, part 2 I think actually. S&M Airlines. This is an original pressing. Got this in Chicago. Great album. Love this album. I don't really like early NoFX, but I really like this album. This was the first album with that heavy metal guitar player. Hold on, what's his name? Albino. It sucks this band is banned, like permanent, like banned from playing concerts in the U.S. You've probably seen the news. I'm not getting into it, but hopefully they'll play shows again. I really want to see this band live. I'm a huge fan of NoFX. Love Fat Mike. Love Melvin and El Jefe and all these guys. But this is a good album. It's a good early NoFX record. It's better than their first album. The first album was a trip. Sounded like complete shit, but there's a couple good tracks off of that album. I have it on CD, but I'm not gonna. I also have Rip on CD as well, but I'm not showing those. This is my favorite NoFX album, White Trash, Two Heebs, and a Bean. This is the first album with El Jefe. I love this album. When I found this on vinyl, I was so excited, so I picked it up. I showed this in an update video a long time ago, I'm pretty sure. It has the lyric insert. It has a really bad version of Straight Edge on here. Prefer the original by Minor Threat. But I love Sold Out, Sticking in My Eye, Bob is on this one. Some great songs. It's on yellow vinyl. Very cool. Very, very cool. Really like this album. Like this one. And their most popular. You probably heard this one. If not, you lived under a rock. Punkin' Drublic, classic. Straight up classic record. Linoleum, Leave It Alone, Dig, The Cause, Don't Call Me White, Government, My Heart Is Yearning. That song's hilarious, but I love this album. I actually got this at a Guitar Center. Out of all places, I got it at a Guitar Center. That's weird. It's on black vinyl, it's nothing special, no color, but it sounds good. It's a reissue. It's a good record. It actually came with the CD, which is hilarious. I have the CD in my car, but it came with the CD, which is cool. I like that it came with the CD. That was kind of like a nice little touch that instead of an MP3 download card, I got a CD copy. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And this is the last NoFX album I have. I got The Klein. Great release. I don't think this is a full-length album. I think this is just an EP. But it has like a 17-minute jam session. Here's the insert there. I'm trying to be quick as I can, guys. I'm sorry if I'm going to be torturing you. Yeah, The Klein. Yeah, the first side of the album, you're like, look at this. I don't think you guys probably know the story about the title track, The Klein. So, just really good, really nice, a really good release from the band. I really like this album. This actually, I think this was the first thing I heard by the band. Right next to Surfer, when I listened to that. I got this in Chicago. $15, not bad. I got it at Reckless Records. My cousin lives in Chicago. That's where we would always hit up the record stores, find some good punk stuff, stuff I can't find down here, you know. Yeah, there's some stuff that's common, but if you live in Ohio, guys, you're not gonna find everything you're gonna need. So, all right. I'm putting these back in the basket so I won't have a hard time like lifting all this shit up, you know? God. This is the only Offspring album I have. I got Ignition. This is a great record. I really want Smash and Inksy and the Ombre. I want those albums. I can't find them anywhere, but at least I have Ignition. I love this album. I love this one. I have Smash and Inksy and the Ombre on CD, but the early like Offspring stuff, the first 4 albums were all good to me. I don't like the stuff after the Ombre album, but it has Session, We Are One, Dirty Magic's on this one. I got this at Hot Topic on Christmas, when I was Christmas shopping. I remember it was kind of warped up a bit, but that was probably because I played it on my Crosley, so I really don't know. I gotta play this one again, see if it still sounds good, but it's an Epitaph colored vinyl pressing. Very nice. Okay, last of like the 90s like era stuff. Technically this isn't a 90s band, they're from the late 80s, but they were part of that reimagined version of punk rock. One of my favorite bands, Operation Ivy. In my band we cover Knowledge. Great, it's a great song. Sound System, Jaded, Bombshell, Unity. Love this record. I like this better than Rancid. I'm sorry, I like this better than Rancid. I have the CD version with all like the complete discography, but this is the Hellcat vinyl. I bought this in Chicago. I showed this a long time ago in an update video, but great record. Oh, it does have an insert. Put this back first, and then show you the insert. This was the early version of Rancid. Tim Armstrong and Matt Freeman. Yep. I wish this band would reunite, but never gonna happen because, to be honest, that's a good thing. They want to move on from this band, so this is a great band, though. Definitely check that album out. Really good album. Okay, now the British stuff. We got the Buzzcocks, More Product in a Different Compilation, Best of the United Artist Recordings, 1978 to 1980. And the record, side A is over. Let me go flip that real quick. Yes, I'm wearing a Zeppelin shirt in a punk rock collection video. I don't care. It's what I'm wearing right now. I don't feel like changing. If you don't like it, then I'm sorry. Get used to it. Wear whatever I want. Still use an Audio-Technica LP60. I still use that because that's really a good turntable for this room. But yeah, this is a pretty good compilation album. I mean, like, I have the singles, all the singles album. You guys know what it is. It's a common compilation by Buzzcocks, but this is really nice. Shows all the bands like releases on United Artists, all the albums that they put out here. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? I'm a Buzzcocks fan. I like the Buzzcocks. They're not my favorite band, but they're good. Rest in peace. Oh, damn it. The lead guy from the band, I think it's Pete Shelley. Rest in peace. He died, actually, a while ago, but this is on orange vinyl. It's really cool. There's a black spot on there. But this is a good compilation album. I really do like this comp. I bought it. It wasn't that expensive. I bought it. I paid like $20 for it. Both records have the same color. It's nothing really special. But great record. Every single's going steady. I think that's the name of the CD I have by them, but that's like the most popular Buzzcocks release. Nevermind the Bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols, original US pressing. I don't want the British one. I just got a US one. I did see the British version lying around, but I'm not buying it. I'm not a huge Sex Pistols fan. I did say that a bunch of times, but I do like some songs off from the band. I like how Sid Vicious is on the fucking credits, but he didn't play on the album. He only played one song off the album. He had laryngitis. I think that's a good thing. He's a terrible bass player. Sorry, Sid Vicious sucks. I'm gonna say it, Sid Vicious sucks. He's not a musician. He's just a fucking gimmick. If you don't like it, sorry. Go somewhere else. I don't know. But yeah, Pretty Vankid, God Save the Queen, EMI, or Anarchy in the UK, Holidays in the Sun. I like that. Just a classic album. If you're into punk rock and you haven't listened to this, you need to listen to this. It's like a key album you need to listen to, and also try to find it in your collections. It's pretty hard to find album original pressings wise. The British one, you're going to pay more money for it though. Now this band is really uncommon. I really can't take the record out of the plastic, but it's the Crass. I actually haven't played this yet. It took me forever to find this. I always wanted this album. Checker Records had it, but some guy bought it. I don't think this is an original. I can't remember the name of this. Another 2 UK set. Mind the Reality Gaps. Stations of the Crass. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I haven't played this yet. I do like the Crass, but I haven't heard any of their full lengths. I am missing their other album. It's just this is not common stuff. Very hard to find releases actually. But I paid $30 for this. That's a good price because mostly Crass stuff is very expensive. I mean, like people would charge an arm and a leg. Yeah. Yeah, this is a reissue and 180 gram vinyl. Feels really, really heavy. But still, it's nice to have, you know. Yeah, this is like a big giant poster insert thing. It's pretty cool. I'm glad I own this. It took me, like I said, it took me forever to find Crass albums. If I ever find the first album, I'll definitely pick it up. Alright, so I'm going to put this back. This is how the album should look like. But yeah, this is a cool collector's item. I'm glad I own it. I'll definitely play this soon. I'll let you know. Before I do part 5, I'll play through some of these records. I'll try to play through some of these records. If I haven't, I'm sorry. I'll try. My favorite British punk band, The Clash. I fucking love The Clash. One of my favorite bands of all time. I got a good chunk of their discography. I'm only missing like one album. Got the self-titled debut UK track listing version. This is a reissue. I wish I had the American version, but I'll find it eventually. I am missing a couple 45s from the band, but great album. I can't really pick my favorite Clash album. Either the first album or the next one I'm going to show you, but I really like the first album. Jeannie Jones, Remote Control, classics. Great album. If you haven't heard this, you need to listen to it. Clash is a kick-ass punk band, man. If you haven't heard The Clash, what's wrong with you? And this is the 180 gram reissue. A lot of these are the reissues. Most of these are original, but this is another reissue. I'm playing this in the background. Give them enough rope. This album and the first album always tackle each other as the best album. But I really like this one. Safe European Home, Stay Free, English Civil War, Tommy Gun, Last Gang in Town, Guns on the Roof, Drugs, Stamping Time. I just love this album. I love this album. Here's the sleeve. Mimics the original Epic label release, actually. There's technically it's CBS. I don't know. But I got that in Chicago. It took me forever to find that record. I did run into a promo pressing. I didn't get it because I'm an idiot. London Calling. This is their most popular. This is one of the band's best releases. Title track, Brand New Cadillac, Jimmy Jazz, Spanish Bombs, Guns of Brixton, Clapdown, Revolution Rock, Train in Vain, which is not on the track listing. They mimic the original album release, which is really sweet. This was the first Clash album I ever heard. I mean, like, I wasn't a huge fan at first, but the band grew on me, and my cousin bought me this. I showed this off a long time ago. You've probably seen most of these records from my old videos. Old crusty-ass videos when I had short-ass hair. Now I have long hair now. Sometimes the records don't want to go back in the original in the sleeves. I don't know why. Okay, this is kind of fucking annoying. Fuck. Oh shit, it's bent. Damn it. There we go. Put it back. This is the first two sides. There we go. But yeah, good album. A great. If I recommend the first Clash album, like the first 3 albums, easily the first 3 albums are the best ones to listen to first. There we go. Stay Free. Hey, how much did my cousin pay for $23, Jesus! Dude, works for the short companies, not even getting paid a lot, I don't know. This is an original. Black Market Clash. I do have Super Black Market Clash on CD. Vinyl's kind of hard to find, but I do have the original release. Why not? Capital One Radio. Pressure Drop is great. The Prisoner. Armageddon Time. Bank Robber. The Robber dub. I don't know the difference. I also have a Clash Live CD. Live from Here to Eternity. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, this is an original Epic release on a US release. Pretty cool. This sleeve's kind of trashed. Again, I bought this at this was in Milwaukee, Chicago. This is where it was originally purchased at, someplace called Earwax Records. Don't think they exist no more. I bought this at Reckless. For how much was this record? The price tags are still in the plastic. I like to keep them on there. $15, a little steep, but at least it's an original. I recommend Super Black Market Clash. It has the same track listings except with more songs, so I recommend that one. If you can find it on CD, don't try to find the vinyl. Vinyl's really hard to find. We got 2 more albums here. I don't have Combat Rock. I can't find that one anywhere. I really can't find Combat Rock. It was like the most common album they ever put out, but I can never find it. And that's really one of my least favorite Clash albums. By this point, this is where their stuff kind of dipped for me. But I still own Sandinista. This is an original pressing on Epic. A triple album! 6 sides long? Are you freaking kidding me? I love the Clash, but they experimented way too much by this point. It has rap, reggae, folk, pop, punk, rock, I don't know. Very strange album. There's a couple good songs off of here, like The Magnificent Seven's a decent song. Ivan Meets G.I. Joe was okay. Something About England. Side 2, I don't remember that one. All the records are the same, but I'm going to look at the track listings. I really, really like... actually, I'm not going to go through all the records. I'll just look at the back of the album. But yeah, all these have these generic sleeves. It's not the original sleeves, because when I bought this record for $5, I didn't have the original sleeves. Let's Go Crazy was pretty good. Police on My Back is probably my favorite song off the album. But yeah, I hate the version of Career Opportunities. The one off the first album, much better. One on here, god awful. They even played this version of it live. I'm like, really? It has the original insert though, the lyric insert, you know, pretty cool. Has that in there. I'm not gonna open it up because it's too big, and plus I'm running. I'm really like, it's almost 30 minutes long. Are you fucking kidding me? Pretty cool though. Nice copy of it. It plays really good actually. And this is the last one. Original pressing of Cut the Crap. This has never been reissued. You'll never find repressings of this. If you can find it, you should probably get it. It's actually a decent album. I don't think it's a god-awful album like everybody thinks. I think Combat Rock was worse than this one. That's just my opinion. But it's still not as good as the first 3 albums. But Dictator is a good song. Dirty Punk, it's a good song. We Are the Clash. Are You Red? Why? Cool Under the Heat's a cool song. This Is England is a great song. There's some good songs off here. I really think there's good songs off here. I showed this record a long time ago. But yeah, I'm glad I bought this. It's a really nice copy. It's not common anymore. It's on a custom label. It's on like... But yeah, it's a cool release. I like this record. I know fans of The Clash don't like it. It doesn't have Mick Jones on it or Topper Heaton. But really, I think this is a good album. It's just, the band wasn't doing so good by that point. Bernie Rhodes was really destroying the band for the band and stuff like that. And Joe wasn't doing so hot either, so Joe Strummer, rest in peace. But great record, though. I really do like this album. I really am a fan of this album. But yeah, that's the last album, actually, I have here. That's like my whole entire British punk rock stuff. Yes, I'm missing Generation X, and... oh, God, what else am I missing? I'm missing a lot of bands, because Generation X stuff, not common. Not common, guys. It's just, I don't know. I'm missing some key releases. Well, guys, I'll see you guys in another video. I'll see you in part 5. Yes, I'm going to regularly upload these. I want to get this collection out of the way so I can move on to other stuff. So, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.